Okay, oh boy. Dear South Carolina, you have my condolences. This is by far the worst legislative website I've ever seen in my life, and you're going to see why in a bit. Oh boy, okay. And you're going to have to bear with me because I'm going to have to click through stuff because nothing is labeled. It does nothing, a lot of it doesn't make sense. This is going to be a very tough job for whoever takes this. Might be a little bit easier during session when you're like on the up and up and you know what bills are coming through and you know where they're at, you know where to expect them. Might be a little bit different when you're watching it and it's active and it's happening. But going back and doing this process to help you guys, I had a very difficult time. This is the worst state I've had to do so far. So I apologize beforehand. This is probably going to take a while. I just want you to know what's going on. So first I went to Grok. This is what I've been doing for all the states because your session is no longer in session. So I wanted to find a bill. I said, what controversial bill in South Carolina? This session was passed. And it gave me this 3309, your Energy Security Act. And it's basically like, it seems like it's trying to streamline energy. Yeah, so it's trying to streamline energy for you guys to, I don't know, get more access to, as I say, criticize. It's focused on fossil fuels and coal and I don't know. They seem to think it might bring your bills down, like your energy bills. Anyway, okay. So this is what I picked, 3309. Okay, here's your state house. Horrible state house. And honestly, I haven't looked at this mobile app. I encourage you to go download it because the website is just awful. Like it's just a horrible website. So your website is scstatehouse.gov. I haven't checked out the app. It might even be worth making a whole other tutorial with the phone app for you guys because this is so bad. Like, look, I have so many tabs open that it doesn't even label them anymore. Okay. So I wanted to find 3309, right? This is the one that I'm going to go through. Now, if you know anything about bills in your state house, they start in one chamber in a committee. They get passed. They go to that chamber's floor. It crosses over to the other chamber. So if it starts in House, then it moves to the Senate. Or if it starts in Senate, then it moves to House. So it's like committee, floor, and then it goes across chambers. It goes committee, floor. All right. So I wanted 3309. Quick search, not great. This is like beta testing style website. It's really bad. So I went 3309. I typed it down here because I wanted to see. I put the bill number, right? Just do the search. And this mess pops up. It is the entirety of the bill written out in like the worst format I've ever seen. Anyway, so this is the bill that I'm looking for. And I go down and this is really my key right here. So look, it got introduced. So here's the House. It started in the House. It says pre-filed, right? Introduced, out of committee, passed. South Carolina Senate. It was introduced, out of committee, passed. You can kind of see the bill's process in this. This is sort of going to be it's the clearest labeled thing on this website, honestly. And it's still not great. But okay, so it got filed in the House side, obviously, because it says House. They're putting it to the Committee on Labor, Commerce, and Industry, right? And so I'm like clicking around. Sometimes they have hot links that'll give me like instant access. Like I click this open. And it's this. Like again, it's like beta. It doesn't look great. I'm just kind of like, what in the world am I looking at? So, I mean, I do a lot of Control F on here. Let's see, 3309. Okay, there it is. I can see it right here. Where did it come up? So if I scroll up, trying to figure out where it was, I'm not seeing it. Like, it's just so bad. Like, it's just such a terrible website. So I didn't use that. Okay. Yeah, see, it's a mess. But what I did was using these dates, I'm able to go back into your horrible also archives and pull the videos. So the goal is you're going to want to pull the videos. So as you can see, it started in the House Committee on Labor, Commerce, and Industry. That's where you would want to go. I get a lot of my juicier clips out of committee because nobody thinks they're watching, which I think is interesting because when you clip them, it like really catches them off guard. It's really an attention grabber. So they started in that committee. Let's see. It eventually so they amend it, right? Okay, there's a bunch of amendments on this bill, by the way. They pass it out of committee. Let's see, where did that happen? Referred to committee. Committee report favorable on 2/6. Okay, that's great. They add a whole bunch of people to it, like to the bill sponsors. Okay, they amend it. Now it goes to the House floor, so it passes the House floor on the 12th, February 12th. Then it moves to the Senate. So then it goes to Senate Committee on Judiciary. Okay, so that's the Senate side. That's the committee. It goes there and there. It reports favorable with an amendment on March 26th. And then it goes to the Senate floor and it's like amended. I just kind of scrolled down to the last one that I want to see. Okay. So 4-3. So February 3rd, it finally passes the Senate. And then it has to go back through the House because the Senate amended it. Look at all this junk in here. And they like basically rubber stamp it. But the debate you get on the floor with the House or the Senate is the best on like the days. I would say ignore the amendments. Your site is way too complicated to like even try to go through and watch amendments. If you're like diehard dedicated, you can. I wouldn't. It's very difficult. But yeah, so Senate, third time read. It's great. It passes. It turns to the House on the 3rd. Okay, great. And then eventually it goes. It's signed by governor. This is a bill. This bill is signed into law for your state. I don't know. Like, I'm not deep diving into the bill specifically, but if you think, like, I don't know, maybe you know more than me. Maybe it's a bad bill. I don't know. It's just that Grok told me that that's the one I should look at. Okay. So going back to the South Carolina State House.gov, so we'll go back to our dashboard, right? Boom. All right, so now I know the dates I'm looking for. I need video schedules. So I'm going to go to video archives. This is a giant pain as well. Wait till you see this. Okay. So I open up my video archives and it looks like this. It feels like I'm in the 1980s. It's pretty crazy. So the first thing I did was like, I went down here and I said, okay, 3309, let's see what pops up. It just gave me like the bill information that I had. So I was like, that's not what I wanted, right? I don't want that. What I do want is, I think I'm going to start, I always start at the beginning. So let's start with favorable with amendment on 2/6/25 in the House in Labor, Commerce, and Industry. Go back. Okay, so video archive. So I select, how did I do this? I went House meeting schedules, and the week is off because it is not May, you know what I mean? It was not May 19th, and they're not going to show you anything going on. Like, look, there's like, this stuff's going on right now. So I would click here. Again, the date I'm looking for is, where did it go? Sorry. Committee favorable 2/6/25. So February 6th. I need February 6th. All right. So click meeting. Nope. See how crazy this is. Okay. So I want February 6th. So I'm going to go in here because I don't want May. I'm going to go back to February. I'm going to click February 6th, right in here. And it's going to give me that whole week. Now, look, it's kind of a mess. But it gives you the archive broadcast. So that's great. But, like, look at all this stuff. What I'm looking for is judiciary. So instead of having to scroll through all that, I hit Control F. And I'm going to do judiciary. But I don't want that judiciary. That's not the right one. So, and it's not the right date either because I want the 6th. So here's Judiciary Full Committee. Okay, that's what I want. Is 3309 in this? That's one cool thing about here is it will tell you the bills like in the committees. There is no 3309. That's not the one I want. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That's not the judiciary I want either. Judiciary. Okay, so like it really doesn't help me. It's not helping me at all. But I did find it. So I'm gonna go by date. So I went back. So we're in February 5th right here. I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna find February 6th. Okay, February 6th. This is what I want. Now I'm gonna try to find my judiciary. I don't want the Constitution Law Subcommittee, Judiciary General Laws Subcommittee, immediate active adjournment. House. Where did I totally found it. Where did it go? It's got to be this one. Okay, so it's not constitutional law. It's not criminal justice. So Judiciary Laws Subcommittee. I see it's not. Let me do 3309 and see if it pops up. It's not even showing it over here. It should be on 2.6. I did find this video. And it was this one. And it's not playing now. Your website is so terrible. I'm sorry. Like, it's pretty bad. And for the record, what I would tell you is I looked this up, this LSA, it's in the videos. You'll see it when I get to the floor videos. What I would do if I were you guys as South Carolina citizens, this Legislative Service Agency is the one who puts these videos out. I would like encourage your legislator to like push through a bill that at a minimum adds the bill number onto the broadcast. Every other state does this. Your state does not for whatever reason. You're going to see. It's pretty crazy. Oh, I just killed that. This is the House floor. I don't know why this isn't working. Let's see. Refresh. Okay. So labor. Oh, this was February 5th. So I guess did I say 6th? I had the date wrong. So February 5th, I found it. And it popped up. Where did it go? Look at all this stuff. I'm just going to scroll all these out. All these things I have out. We're just going to go through it like from the get-go. Okay. So back to this bill. 3309, search. Oh, that's in legislation. I don't care about that. Bills. Okay, scroll down again. Okay, I need to find Committee on Labor, Commerce, and Industry. And that is on the floor. So Labor, Commerce, and Industry on... So it gets referred. Favorable report. 2.6. I want Labor, Commerce, and Industry. So let's go back to the original. Okay, I'm going to Video Archives. I want House. Maybe this will do something better for me. I'm sorry, like it's so difficult even for me. Like I do this, I've done this for a bunch of states and it's just so bad. See, that's just going to give you the floor sessions. That's not really what I want. House meeting schedule. I want this February 6th. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the 6th. I'm still on 5. This is where we refer. Okay, here's the 6th. I want labor. So again, I'm going to just Control F, labor. Boom, full Labor, Commerce, and Industry Committee right here. This is what you want. So Labor, Commerce, and Industry. So right here it says one archive broadcast. So I click it and it pops up. And basically, like, this entire thing is about 3309.
Absolutely everybody a chance to testify. a chance to testify.